I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Let's go to the images. Just like we're in a football training camp, we're going to check out the images of the holes. Maybe if I can get my device to work here. Hey, flashing around on me. Hole number 8. All right, we have got to get this hole right here is eagle. Hey, people have been asking me all weekend and since these holes came out, like, what's the minimum score? The minimum score base is always starting at -12. That's getting birdies on all the par 4s, birdies on all the par 3s, and eagles on all the par 5s. Hole number 3 potentially drops this down to an 11 because hole number 3 is problematic. And I still am working on hole number 3 to try and figure out some way for us to be able to get this eagle on hole number 3. And I feel real confident that here by the next day or two that this eagle is just going to be an eagle on hole number 3, which will put us at the -12. But this hole right here, we have a shot coming in at this hole where we all are going to come this way right here, and we're either going to end up on the green or right here in front and have a nice little chip to get on to get our eagle, and we're going to have to get an eagle on this hole. So that puts us at -13. So if you take hole number 3 into account, that it could potentially just be a birdie hole with an eagle opportunity, our minimum score is either going to be -13 or -12. But this hole right here, we're going to have to make sure that we get the eagle on this hole. And in one-on-one play, I was bringing out a power 3 ball, but today I want to bring out a little bit bigger ball to see if I can get over there. If you've got an extra mile 8, you've got an extra mile 7 or below, you can still get this shot done. It is easier to get done with an extra mile 9. And this whole area over here on this side is like, we're not even this is an optical illusion. It doesn't exist. The whole thing here is this shot right here, trying to get over here, anywhere over here, so that you give yourself that nice short chip up to pick up that eagle. And like I said, in practice, I used the Titan, but I'm going to try today a 4 power ball and see if I can get up there with a 4 power ball. Let's see which 4 power ball. I want to have options here. So 4 power ball. I think this is a 2-side spin. So I mean, I'm going to try a 4. If a 4 is not looking good, then I may drop down to or kick up to a. I'm going to start off with a season 17. If that's not good enough, I'll go up to a rose. If I think that's too much, I may drop back down to a kingmaker. I don't know which way the wind's blowing here. All right, let's see if we can get over there and get up and down. And I've got plenty of room. I've been tanking the round so that I can actually practice today. It's important if you're practicing on Monday that you want to come into the last few holes and give yourself the opportunity to play aggressive on the last few holes. You don't want to get down to the last couple holes and go, man, because then if you sink something, you make the shot or you get something good happen towards the end of the round, then all of a sudden you qualify with a -8 or a -7. And when we got these new holes, if you get in the wrong bracket, you could end up qualifying with a -5. And that entire area that's over there that our opponent's looking at does not exist. And they brought out a power 5 ball and they're still shooting over there. What are you doing? Dude. F you, Golf Clash. If you're that irritated at them, why are you still playing? Hitting it perfect. Giving yourself a long iron shot with a power 5 ball. And that's about as much as I can get on that. It's 2.5, 2.6. It's about a ring and a close to a ring and a quarter, ring and a fifth. Put the forward moving distance back in it. Max overpower, max curl. Hit it one ring great on the inside, maybe two. And that's actually, I think, going to be really good over the green, in the rough. May not have to use all the topspin. I definitely think it's possible for us to work that out so that we're on a one. May not have to use all the overpower. May not have to use as much topspin. And that was with a 4 power ball. So with a 5 power ball, you may not have to use any overpower at all. Well, you'd have to use some. But it would be worth it if you could go down there and just do very little overpower and end up getting over. But if you've got an extra mile 8, you'll probably, even with a power 5 ball, you'll probably still have to do a lot of overpower. That ball I find is always a little off because it's not round. It's an egg. That's actually the farthest I've hit it on this. I've been bringing out the power 3 ball. That if that keeps rolling, that might, if it picked up a little speed, that'd roll right in the cup. I've been hitting it with a power 3 ball, so I've been ending up doing. I've got a lot of eagles on this hole. This hole and hole number 1, I seem like these par 4s, I did pick up these par 4s quite often in the practice round, and I have no idea why is his thing in my way. Hitting it good, getting lag. That is definitely the way that I'm going to go at this hole. If you go the way my opponent goes, you're going to have nothing but that shot. And that's definitely, I would rather have the rough shot there. From that distance, it boils down to you hit it perfect and it goes in the cup. Where my opponent was at, you hit it perfect. It still may not go in the cup because you got to make a great wind adjustment. And I definitely want to go for this in 1 as opposed to what my opponent did. It's a much higher percentage. Even if you end up in the rough over there and you don't quite make it through, you still have just as good a shot as what my opponent had. Good game. All right, that was hole number 7 of the 2020 Winter Major and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.